as you can see, I finished the first coat on the woodwork last night, and this morning have gone on to the wallpapering. This is a paste the wall wallpaper, which I've never actually used before. So I phoned up Richard for some decorating advice, and after he's phoned the paint supplier, the wallpaper supplier, they have said that actually you can paste the paper as long as you don't fold it when you put it up. You try not folding this when it's nearly 4 meters long. Anyway, the first piece is up and I'm quite pleased with it. So now we'll line up the next one and see if that goes on a bit easier. As much as I love wallpapering, this hasn't been my favourite. It can only get better though. Adrian's nowhere in sight, he's left me to it because he knows I get really agitated when he's around.
How are you getting on with it? So Carole's decided, what are you actually going to do with the floor now after everyone spoke about it?
I've had lots of suggestions, tiles, lino, leave it as it is, blah blah blah. For me personally, I don't want to cover it up with lino. I think that's cheap and nasty, even though Adrian thought that was the best option. So I borrowed the sander off of a friend, and I'm going to sand it and use linseed oil on it, a couple of coats to protect it. I know it won't be fully waterproof in all the gaps. We're going to have a big bath mat anyway, but that's what I've decided to do. Never used one of these before, so I just having a practice run, but it's not that bad actually.
Yeah, you can see the difference. I mean, you've only spent literally not even a minute on it, and even through the phone, the camera, I clearly can see, yeah, it's making a difference already. So I think it's going to look really nice. And then Tommy got the varnish on there. It should really come up. Yeah, really good. As you say, for the waterproof side of things, it's never going to be 100% waterproof. But if you're going to put a big, large mat down, it should be fine. Yeah, no problem at all. This is a family bathroom, isn't it? So it's not being used every day, is it?
But if you pan around, you can see we got the wallpaper. I got the wallpaper finished the other day. Got the green on the panelling and the colour on the walls. Started the windows, but kind of got fed up with them and started another job instead.
So, as you can see, Carole's now painted back over the colour we had. So, Carole and Richard had shows on the colour when we were back in the UK. You probably saw in an earlier episode. And actually, it's come out really nice. In fact, really goes well together. So, I'm so glad that she decided to change the colour. And actually it does work over here. These walls are going to say unpapered. So Carole's done like a feature wall. There will be a shower net curtain going up here, but we'll show that once we've done that. But as you can see, such a large wall, it's looking very impressive, very impressive. So very pleased. So all we got to do now is bring together the floor. And then we're ready to start putting stuff back in and plumbing it in. So maybe what you think, end of next week, I think we could have a bathroom.
Plumbing's being done Monday, so this has got to be done. It's Thursday now, I've got to finish the floor, get 2 coats down, let it dry, ready for the plumbing.
And for me, it's back into the ensuite, so update you later. Let's see how Carole's getting on, still on her knees. How you getting on?
It's hot work.
They never said it'd be easy.
Or not? So if there's no difference, there's not much point me carrying on.
Well, I mean, you are using a very coarse sheet, and it's not massively different. I mean, there might be a difference. It's hard to tell without a comparison. Personally, not really. I thought it would come up a lot lighter than this, which surprisingly it hasn't, has it?
Is it because I'm a woman and I'm not putting on enough pressure?
No, definitely not. No, because if that wasn't the case, you wouldn't be going through all those sanding discs, so you're clearly putting pressure on them. Difficult to say, but yes. I mean, I guess, is it a case of started to finish? In the corner, you could see a difference. So perhaps where we've had darker marks from dirt, etc., really, you're not sanding the floor, you're just taking the dirt off the wood, which is why it's looking a bit better. But I think viewers, people might be able to tell us, our friends on YouTube.
By then it'll be all done.
Yeah, I was about to say, I wonder if a belt sander would be better than one of these sort of, whatever they're called, orbital
You
ones.
definitely see the difference between where you're standing and under the bath, where I haven't touched yet.
So looking down there, let me put some light on it. I mean, I definitely think there's a difference over there. But very minimal, isn't it? Very minimal. But I'm guessing by sanding it, at least you're getting the dirt off and you're making it a better texture to now work with a varnish or an oil or whatever you're going to do. So you've done most of it. Hate to say it, you might as well smile, carry on.
We've just got back from the DIY store. It's nearly 9:30. We've had a sandwich for dinner. That's all we can be bothered to have. Freezing cold in the chateau tonight, so we're gonna get this done and go straight to bed before hard work tomorrow. Had a change of plan on the bathroom floor. It's now all sanded ready. Instead of the linseed oil, we are going to use a varnish, but first we've got this primer to put down. Thankfully it dries within a couple of hours. So that's the first coat tomorrow morning. And then this special varnish, which is matte, colourless, and especially for kitchens and bathrooms. So this is what was recommended by the DIY store, and it's going to need 2 coats of this as well. So Friday tomorrow, first we've got the primer, then a coat of this and another coat on Saturday. Hopefully it'll all be nice and dry and looking pristine for the plumbing to be done on Monday.
Well, last night, quick trip out. They had a promotion on at one of the DIY depot stores. Fortunately, everyone had sold out apart from a place which was a good over an hour's drive actually, but there was quite a saving on this installation, so we made a trip and filled the van. So back last night, and now we've got plenty of insulation to get going upstairs in the roof. And the more we can do, the better it's going to be as the temperatures start to drop. And we're starting to see, well, actually getting close to 0 degrees now actually at night. Once the sun comes out, it's nice. But again, it can only get worse probably. So he said this is 200mm thick. You wouldn't believe it when you see it there all rolled up nice and tight, and hopefully that will at least help.
Morning everyone. So this morning, must get the floor prepped. I've taped up the skirting boards purely because I'm not a bad painter, but I don't want the roller splashing any varnish onto the panelling after it's had 6 coats now. I'm not doing it again. So, and it also means I can just go with the brush along here. As you can see, this varnish, or this primer, is just a waterproof primer. Easy to apply. And opaque. And then with the roller. Saving my back today, because I've got lots of coats to do. Just applying it nice and quickly. And it only takes hours before it's touch dry, and it says 2 hours before I can put the next coat on, which will be the clear varnish that we've gone for. I think it's coming up quite nicely and it's drying quite quickly. You can see over the matte area already it's drying in the sun. So it shouldn't take me too long. And then onto the next job while it's drying, which will be the ensuite. Can I just say, today, can you please observe, do not enter.
Well, thankfully there's no one here apart from me.
Exactly. Off you go.
Oh, okay, right, so I'm going to go and carry on with the parquet flooring in the ensuite. If I get that all in, which I hopefully will today, and repair bits that are broken, I've stolen a few, but I'll come back to you. So, quick temporary patch where the old bath used to be, all the sink, etc. in the corner.
It's not the right colour though.
It's not. It's still oak.
It's okay, because I've got some darker stain somewhere that I can try and match it up, and it'll be covered mostly by the bath anyway, but I'll do the best I can. Doing the second coat on the floor, using a brush this time to get in all the cracks, and it didn't really go on very well with the roller anyway. So this time tomorrow, this bathroom floor will be finished! Finito!
We hope so, yes.
That's another job done off the list. Going back to the wall.
Our yellow pages list.
Just have a bit of a clear up last night, and so as this morning, when you walk down the hallway, you can see, when I get there eventually, that the wallpaper is looking marvellous in the bathroom. Woke up, moods were a bit low today, bit of a disaster. I pulled the masking tape off the skirting board and it pulled off most of the paint with it. It's my fault, I should have used low tack masking. Adrian didn't want to record it because he knew how disheartened I was. It's one of those days where I could actually cry, give up, sell the chateau. We've had plenty of offers after all. It's just another job to add to the list today. Plenty of them. You can see that the white still needs touching up. Floor's looking quite nice though. And all along the skirting under the radiator, I've still got to touch up. And unfortunately also couldn't find the right colour stain for this patch. So I'm going to have another rummage through, see what I can find. I think I used it all in the cottage. But seeing the wallpaper up on the wall does put a smile on my face. Although you're not going to see much of it once the bath and the shower's there. So we bought 24 rolls of insulation the other day, and they've all got to go up 3 flights of stairs. Adrian's loving it. So we have the steps at the front of the house.
Hello everyone.
We then have 22 steps for the first flight.
24.
You miscount. 22 for the second flight.
24.
You need to count again. And they're going to be stored up in one of the bedrooms until we actually get time to lay it. Hopefully the week after next. It's keeping you fit though, isn't it, old man?
It is, and I can count to 24 instead of 22.
Count again. Do it now.
You ready? I'll count as I come up with the other rolls there. Good editing this. Are you ready?
Ready.
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
Oh, damn it. It's the first time ever I've been wrong.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 22, 23, 24.
Most of us have to have a rest at the first flight, but Adrian's Superman.
So he's going to the gym.
And looking up at the top ceiling rose, which I don't know how high up it is. It's not going to be me decorating that one. But eventually when I get a nice chandelier that'll hang all the way down. Oh, and here he comes again. How many left?
Do you know what? I've got no idea.
Oh, you actually lost count. You can count stairs but not rolls.
The van doesn't look any lighter, put it that way.
You're looking older.
Yeah, definitely.
So thank you again to everyone who gave us your suggestions for the flooring. We got so many comments and it gave us so much to think about. The flooring that we decided to go for was actually the one that you guys commented the most, so thank you so much for your input. Let us know what you guys think about how the flooring turned out. Personally, I can see a massive difference and I'm not really sure what my dad's on about, but let us know what you guys think. We will also be back on Wednesday. We apologise we haven't been back for many Wednesdays recently. It's just been a little bit hectic in our lives at the moment. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and we will see you in the next video.